little disclaimer, if there's a farting noise during this video, it's Meg. It's not me. It's not me, it's not Meg. It's Stanley, who I'll introduce you to at the end of the video. He's very attention seeking and very loud. I'm back. I've not filmed since December the 1st. I got really poorly. A really tough start to my year. On January the 9th, I got rushed into hospital because I collapsed and everything was going horribly wrong, and it all got quite messy. It all got quite messy, and I'm very lucky to be here filming today. That's all I can really say. I'm not very good. With all the previous Crohn's videos, you'll know how scared I was for surgery. I can confirm that I have had major surgery, and I do have an ileostomy bag, which is where I poo out my stomach instead of my bum. Now, I can't poo or fart out my bum. It comes out my tummy. So the thing I feared the most happened. As confident and like strong as I like to think I am, I mean, I only left hospital about 2 weeks ago, so this is all really raw for me and really difficult, but I just want to get the film done and out, and I don't think I can look back at some of these clips without it being too difficult. So I have my best friend here. I have my best friend here. I have my best friend here. Help me with this, because I really don't think I can do this on my own. Roll the tape.
It's a bit later on now, and what have they just come and said to us?
They've just said you're about to go for an ultrasound scan, and they'll get the results of that. They're pushing for you to get a bed.
Yeah, I've been in this trolley. I've been here since 6:30 yesterday. I slept in a trolley last night. I'll finish talking because she's having a go at it. I don't know who she thinks she is. She's not the patient here, but you know. Basically, they thought it was appendicitis, but it turns out that it's a Crohn's issue. Shock horror. So I'm trying not to get upset about it.
Let me just see if she's left them in here. Any notes left in here?
No. Watching telly. This is what I want to watch tonight, Mum.
Yeah, I know.
Kiri. If anyone's watching Kiri. Sarah Lancaster drama, what channel? E4?
I think it's Channel 4.
Channel 4, about a social worker. Anyway, so I'm on a liquid diet, so I'm just eating soup, chicken soup, and I'm holding it in a sick bowl, so in case I spill it. And I've had to ask the man to pick all the chicken out of it. And I'll have my MRI tomorrow and they'll decide how bad it is. If it's bad, then they're gonna operate and take out the 20 centimetres that I've told you about in previous videos. Wasn't expecting it at all, were we, Mum?
No.
Thought my Humira was working. I didn't want to touch wood. I was literally dancing from the rooftops about 5 days ago. Literally not even a week ago. Like, oh my god, it's working. I just think I need to have my injections a bit more regularly, and then I'll be on top. I'll be in remission. I was loving life. I was great. I was going out all Christmas. I was drinking. I was having the best time. And then literally in the space of, I mean, we're going less than 48 hours, aren't we? Less than 48 hours, I took a U-turn. And that's it. It's not worked. Which makes me think I've created antibodies against my Humira.
You seen me over Christmas when I was doing my Humira, and did I or did I not look absolutely fine?
Yeah.
We were out. I felt absolutely fine. I finally got a bed by this point. They gave me a bed in the surgical ward because obviously they were going to be operating on my appendix, and then that didn't happen, so then they had to decide with this MRI whether they'd be operating on my Crohn's or not. And I find this really difficult to watch because you'll see how happy I was when I found out I wasn't having surgery. We FaceTimed, I think, about 4 or 5 times a day.
I feel really sick. I've not eaten for nearly 24 hours now. I can't eat for about 36 hours. Been a bit sick this morning. I'm gonna need to change my pyjamas and my bedding because I've just been sick all over myself. I'll get a phone call. Hello. Hi. Just keep being sick really badly. About half an hour ago. They say that it's because my gastro, like juices are still flowing even though I'm not eating. So because they haven't got anything to break down, they're just coming back up. 32 hours since I've eaten any food now. I said I'd show you the good, bad and the ugly, and my god, this is the ugly. It's about 6 AM. They're doing the drug round.
Like, I can't even complain at this point. Then on the footage you see it, I'm complaining, but when you see how bad I get throughout this video, you'll understand that I had it so easy in the first week. Cause
I've just had my MRI scan this morning and I hated it. I thought I'd already had one, but I haven't. It turns out I've had a CT scan, so I've been in the big donut. But this one was tiny little hole that you've got to get the whole body through like that. And I had literally about 6 centimetres between me and the ceiling of the donut, and I was like, no, press the alarm. I was like, get me out of here, I can't do it. And then I thought, do you know what? I've been in hospital waiting 2 days on a backlog queue to have this. I've had to drink Mobi Prep all through the night. I've been nil by mouth, like, which I told you means I can't eat, all for this. And they've just bled black dye into my arm to flow through my body. And that I'll have to get out of my system all for no reason. So just put up and shut up, Georgina, because it's just a scam. I went in. I was crying a little bit because I'm quite claustrophobic, but just got it done. Did all the breathing, you know, breathe in for 10 seconds, out for 10 seconds, all of that. Quite loud, but I'm going to be waiting a couple of days for the results. I've just had a shower and I've been dressed in this gorgeous, I mean, like, at me.
Yeah, we're literally at every single day, and every day I had something new to tell her. So they had me on this liquid. I wasn't allowed to eat for like 48 hours. It was horrible because they didn't know if they were going to operate. Because I had my MRI, and then after my MRI, they're like, right, you know, by mouth until we decide what these show.
This crazy notice, I'm actually listening to waking.
I had to go how to spell
Oh,
Crohn's.
what? Looking up. I know everyone spells it wrong. I look.
You mocked it. Fine. It's like you're in prison.
Okay, I've had more visitors, and I'm just over the moon. Kids, who do you expect anything less? Chloe. Oh, did I put it on Snapchat? No, yeah. And I got a balloon. And you've already seen Robin. And I got Krispy Kreme donuts.
Put the middle one up as well.
We're so evil.
What?
She looks like Michael. Yay! Give me a nosebleed, family. Right, just say your goodbyes to the cameras, guys. Leave me a nice message. Hope you get well soon.
Like, my friends would come and visit and they took the piss out of me, and it made me feel like, you're still Georgina, like, we don't care how poorly you are, we're still going to bully you, we're still going to violate you, poorly or not. And to me, I was like, I'll be out in a couple of days, like, you'll see. I was like, I'll be out, like, this is just that chilling period, like, I ain't got to go to work, I ain't got to go to college, like, this is chilling.
So I just got my results from an MRI scan, and I'm not having surgery.
Hey!
This is Barbara. I don't know, but she's been helping me get through the week, 'cause I've been quite down. I'm not very good at staying in places that aren't my own bed, but I had my MRI scan on Friday, as you know. I've not done anything over the weekend. It's been boring, and they've just come in now and told me that they're moving me downstairs to gastro. They're going to try new things, but I'm not having surgery at the moment, and that is very lucky. I'm very lucky.
You're not having surgery at all.
Positive.
Positive.
But I'm lucky not to be, because I should have been when I come in. So the fact that they've managed to get me better without having to slice me open is very good.
So yeah, I found that scene. Meg, slap me. Slap me. I'm not getting upset. I found that scene difficult to edit. Because like you can hear the hope and the happiness in my voice.
I've been moved twice to an AM3 ward, which is a medical ward, so it's a surgical ward, because I'm not having surgery. No, you've come to visit me, and not right now. I'm going to have to, and we're about to go on an adventure to M&S to get some dinner, because my dinner's got mixed up because I was moving around wards and I've got a dinner.
We didn't expect this last Tuesday, did we? No. I mean, honestly, came into A&E with a tummy pain, and here we are a week later.
More than a week.
Well,
I'll be able to work it out.
Yeah, no, it's a week today though. 3 different wards, numerous different doctors, but we are getting to the bottom of it now. I think the difficulty was that you were admitted to a surgical ward to begin with, so until they ruled that out, I'm in charge of the camera now. We couldn't get to see the right people. She hates this, I'm in charge, she can't move. Anyway, we're playing endless cards and I'm winning.
Okay, thanks. You got anything you want to say, Harry Potter?
I am not Harry Potter.
Harry Potter! Potter! So it's my last night. I get to go home tomorrow. I've just had my friend come to visit me, and I wasn't going to show her because I don't know if she likes to be on video, but my mum came. They're doing this thing where they are stabilising me medically instead of surgically.
You'll see how many times I think I'm going home and I'm not. And I keep saying you'll see, but at this point, I'm getting fed up because I've been here long. It's not even long considering how much longer I got spending there, but it felt long to me. And I actually couldn't speak at first in this next scene because I was that vexed. I was vexed. I was finding the situation so jarring. I needed my mum to speak, and I just really wanted to go. At this point, the gifts, the cards, the visitors, the fit doctors, like they were all. I wanted to be home. I wanted to be in this bed, which you'll see in all my videos, and I've had it since I was about 8 years old, and I'm in love with it. And I want to be in my room and have my ensuite and have my best friend and have all my things around me. And I was getting fed up of having visiting hours and hospital food.
Thursday.
Is still in hospital.
I was meant to go home on Thursday.
She was meant to go home on Thursday.
You hold the camera.
No, thank you. The consultant is giving her an antibiotic now because he thinks there might be a small abscess that caused the pain, which she was in pain again yesterday, so may or may not be cured. So unfortunately he's not going to see her again until Monday. She's in hospital over the weekend, but she may get day leave.
It's basically, whoa. Okay, the camera's not actually going to go on me because I look awful. It's basically rubbish. I was meant to come out after a couple of days. I was then meant to come out after a few days. They then told me I'd be out on Thursday, and now I'm not out till Monday. I've missed 6 shifts at work. I've lost about £300 worth of money, and I'm pissed off. And I just thought, it's 2 more nights and that's it. If I actually do my whole day release, it's barely any time.
Yeah.
I'm just coming here to nap. So you've got to see the positives, haven't you? You've got to see the positives in life, Barb.
Yeah, of course.
Barb's been teaching me that positive mindset gets you everywhere.
So the 2 clips you just seen, I've had day release. I did not want to film. I went and got my hair done, my nails done, my toes done. And if you know me, anyone who watches this knows me. On a scale of 1 to 10, Meg, how important are those 3 things to me?
Important.
But very.
I think your eyebrows.
Oh my god. B, my eyebrows.
Let's not talk about that.
I did actually get my eyebrows done because I was seeing someone that weekend, so I did get my whole self pampered. But those 3 things, toes, fingers and hair, are so important to me. So I spent the whole weekend getting those done, and then Sunday I went to work because I was so annoyed that I was like not earning money. So I didn't film because I just wanted to get myself sorted, and I was like, I don't need to film because I'm going on Monday. I'm going on Monday. In the next scene, on the Monday, my gastroenterologist came to me and he said, I mean, Meg came up the very next day. My gastroenterologist said to me that while during my during my 2 weeks, fuck off man, I've just done my makeup, it pissed me off. During my 2 weeks I had in the hospital, I had burst my bowel. I'd perforated my bowel basically, and an abscess had occurred of infection, and that's why my CRPs over the weekend was still quite high. When that leaks into your body, you get, you know, peritonitis, septicemia, and you're dead. So content started to leak. There was a lot of fluid outside my bowel. You know, my surgeon knew my fear of surgery because I don't hide it, and he said it's, you know, pretty likely, you know, we're gonna need to do something drastic because it's got to the point now, Georgina, where, you know, we're trying to put a house fire out with spit. I'd say a bottle of water and spit.
I think I was shocked because I think everyone was, because
none of us
no one
knew.
expected it.
At this point I hadn't been told that I was that poorly. I just got told I'd be having surgery, so we didn't even know it was like a 24-hour or you're gonna die situation.
Yeah, because
it was just, even the concept of surgery for everyone was a bit much.
I think no one, even the doctors, didn't realise how bad it actually was inside.
It was dirty, man. It was dirty.
Basically just got told that surgery's pretty on the cards now, and they don't know if I'd need a stoma bag until I'm actually open, because they won't know how bad it is basically until they're in there. So I could wake up with a colostomy bag, I could not, I don't know. I don't want to have one. I've had a very lucky, privileged, fortunate life, and I've not had any problems. And to get this ill and change my life the way it is, it's really difficult. And everyone's like, "Oh, you'll be fine, you're strong," but no, this place is really fucks with your head. Really, really fucks with your head. I'm losing my mind in this place. I just want to go home. It sounds so shallow. Saying, "Oh, I don't want a colostomy bag," but I don't. Life has a really funny way of
going to be alright, yeah?
throwing problems at you.
Yeah. Okay.
One after the other.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
And I feel like, you know, like when you're running and you fall and you get back up to your knees and you stand up, I feel like every time I get to my knees I get kicked back down again, and I keep trying, and then I get back up and I get kicked back down again, and I'm sick of it now. Because I can't keep getting back up.
I do occupational therapy, so it's basically...
It fucks with your head, you know.
It's my job to
being in these places for so long.
Day-to-day tasks. So.
I'm into my 3rd week in this place now. And you lose your mind. It's boring and it's lonely in here.
I think just this whole experience, like I can never relate to how bad it is. But like from having also being ill for a very long time, I know how shitty and much it can like knock your confidence. And
sorry, I've not watched this footage back, so it's all very
I think it's very easy to get knocked down and not be able to get back up with how your mental state is. Stuff like this at 20 years of age, you don't expect to be ill.
So in between these clips, the clip you I was standing there and hearing him saying hello. In between the clip you just watched and the clip you're about to watch, I had an emergency MRI that night after I had a little meltdown, and the next morning I was woken up by a surgeon, and there's a lovely doctor called Ben. He's so nice, and he's a junior doctor, and he's in all my consultations and all my meetings and all the daily ward rounds, and normally he's like, "Hey sport," high-fives me, chats with me, laughs with me. He'd come in the curtain and he snuggled on the back curtain, he stood in the corner. I was like, "Hi Ben, you alright?" And he wouldn't really look at me. I was like, "Hey," and he was just like, "Oh, hi." The surgeon come and she sat on my bed and she was like, "I've looked at your MRI scan." Whoa, it's just so much harder than I thought. I looked at your MRI scan and it's pretty nasty in there. It's all really stuck together and stuck down, and you have loops now going on, which is where the perforation has caused these sort of fissulas, these loops to happen, and now poo is just going round and round in these loops, and you've got abscesses, you've got infections, and we need to get it out. She said,
I think at that point it was very, as much as the doctor had to tell her, it was quite brutally, she's very brutally honest, so
the surgeons have to be really honest. They have to just say it how it is, because they can't mess around. They're not there to be soft. It's the nurses and stuff that are there to be a bit softer with you. They have to do their job, which is, you know, keep you alive. And she turned to me and my mum and she said, she been doing this job for 30 years. Fuck.
Goodbye.
My makeup. She said after doing this job for 30 years that she was really scared to leave it any longer than 24 hours. And I was just like, no, I'm not having surgery. No, absolutely not. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'd rather just live with Crohns. I'll just live with Crohns. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. No. I am not having it. She then said, and this is the bit where you're going to hate me, because she was drawing on a piece of paper what it looked like inside so I could understand. And she said, this is the bit where you're going to hate me. And she just got the pencil and went to my stomach. And she went, you're having a bag. And my I literally shut down. I nearly fainted. My nose started pouring with blood. Everyone was like, your nose is bleeding. I was like, I don't care. It's like wiping everything off. I was like, I'm not having a bag. No, 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 I'm not having a bag. No, no, I'm not having a bag. I was just like, no, absolutely not. No, no, absolutely not. No, no. The surgeon then got quite cross with me and she said, if we leave this any longer than today, you know, the next 24 hours, you will be eating through a tube for the rest of your life and you're going to die. Because you're going to get peritonitis, you're going to get septicemia, you're not, and I'm scared to leave it, and you're a young fit girl, and normally I'd handle it, but I'm scared to leave it. And at this point I was like finished. Like, I went into hospital thinking, oh, need my napkin. I've got another clean one. And then the minute, and no one could talk to me. Nobody could talk to me. Nobody could touch me. People were offering me tissues for the blood on my nose and I was like, no. And at that point, Meg pulled back the curtain.
Well, at first you couldn't talk and I was just like, right, we're not doing this. Yeah, you couldn't talk. I think this whole experience, every time I FaceTimed her, is a job as a like a best friend, it's been more lifting her up, like, and that's when I seen her, that's like,
oh, I couldn't,
she couldn't talk, and it was just like, for you, it's good that I've been ill and that know.
Yeah, so Meg,
I know how you,
can I say it?
Yeah, yeah.
Meg has really bad IBS and I have really bad IBD. They're very different but very similar. It's very hard to gauge. But she can live with it without it causing her any medical issues, like in terms of her needing surgery.
I know, I know that how down you can get, and like, I knew how to pick her up.
Yeah.
I think as much as everyone can be sympathetic and like they can try to get you, like it's very hard to help someone when you've not been in a situation like it. So for me to see her like that, I could have cried with her, and
she made me laugh and she made me fine and she told me I was still gonna be sexy. Hey. I was seeing someone at the time of this whole experience who was very lovely and came to visit me constantly and made me feel like the sexy, it made me feel like fucking Halle Berry, like even when they come to see me the day after surgery and I was high on morphine, throwing up like dry spit around my mouth from like the tube down my throat. So I appreciate that person, they know who they were, and I appreciate every single person who FaceTimed me, called me, came to visit me, sent me messages. It's all of you guys, even people on Instagram, like on Facebook. I know it's like social media, but I had so many messages and so many visitors that I didn't expect to pull the curtain back at the hospital, and I didn't expect to be messaging me. But when times are hard, like, people do care, like, and I don't think that people understand that. Even just people saying, hope you get better, or people that I haven't heard from in years sending me massive messages. I'd read those and each one was like a knock on for my knock up for my confidence. So I appreciate every single one of you so much. Yeah.
I think it was a lot of information to process all at once.
I couldn't process it.
Even I was a bit like, I
couldn't process it. I didn't process it until about 3 days after I had the operation. Did I clock what happened?
Hello guys. Oh, say hello. Hello guys. I am back and we have got Georgina's lovely mother. The current situation?
The current situation is that Georgina is having an operation either today or tonight because she's got an abscess as a complication of her Crohn's, and it's quite nasty apparently. So they're going to try and do keyhole surgery. She's going to have a stoma for 12 weeks.
If you don't understand that, it's a colostomy bag.
It's a bag in which you poo, but then her bowel is joined up again after 12 weeks. It's just to give it a chance to heal. So it's a completely temporary thing. But as you can imagine, she's not very happy about it. But it will make her better.
But it's all fine. We're going to get pie this. Speak of the devil.
Where's Dad gone?
She's got me. Life's going to be good.
I'm going to be ugly as shit.
No, she's beautiful. My little cherub. We're not crying, are we?
Because my tummy's hanging out. Oh my god, I look awful. But you know when they told me my body shut down that much that my nose started bleeding?
Nice.
Didn't it?
It did.
They just told me and I was like, and my blood started coming up my nose. Yeah.
What, out of shock?
Yeah.
She's just practicing
where it might be A-okay? Yes? No? Still got a big smile on the girl though. She's doing strong.
Do another job.
Will that hurt when I do that on myself? Will that hurt this thing?
No, there's no nerve endings in this, so you won't ever, even if I touched it, you won't ever, that won't hurt you. So some people like bend into it, you know, like bend down. Yeah. Because you don't want to pebble back everywhere. Yeah.
And then wipe it.
We'll go through all that, don't worry about that.
So I've just seen, I think Meg filmed some of the stomas training. I've got it on now. Practice one. And it's not what you want, is it? It's not what we wanted, is it, Mum?
No, I don't think we dreamed we'd be here a fortnight ago.
And I feel like I'm going to look so ugly.
Right, can it come back? That is not true. First of all, nobody's going to see it.
Yeah, but Mum, when I'm with someone, when I take my clothes off and they're not going to look at me and go, oh yeah, like piff.
Well, look, if they're halfway decent, then they are. Right, because you are absolutely beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, and this is temporary, and you're going to get through it, and it's going to be okay because you're going to feel so much better, and you're in really safe hands. Look at all those people you've been speaking to today who have had it and are living wonderful lives and getting on and looking drop dead gorgeous. It's going to be okay.
No sleep's going down. Tomorrow I'm going to get my life back and it's going to go well. Rather than tomorrow I'm having surgery. Surgery is bad. You know, tomorrow I'm getting my life back and it's going to go well. I know when I do come round and I look down I will cry. I will cry a lot. I will cry a lot because it will look very different. I will have lots of holes and cuts, and I'll still be me, and everyone that knows me hopefully knows that I'll still be me.
Right, the night before I was with my mum, and then the guy that I was with at the time stayed, my mum left, he stayed till about midnight, 1 o'clock. Visiting hours shut at 8 o'clock, but he was not going anywhere because I was petrified. So we literally crammed into a hospital bed and I was like, this is the last time you're gonna see my tummy like this. This is the last time I'm gonna look beautiful. And FaceTimed you till I fell asleep. Yeah. And then I woke up at 5 in the morning and sat up. That was Stanley, sorry. Got weighed, had blood tests, stopped my steroids, and then had a catheter put in, and that was it. And the catheter was, catheter was painful. A catheter, if you know what it is a little tube that goes up your urethra. So not even your vagina. The little thing that you wee out of it goes up there, up there, up there, into your bladder, and this expand a balloon, and then you just wee out of it. And it's quite nice since it's in because you don't even know you're weeing, and you just look at the bag and it's full of wee. So this clip you're about to see is before the surgery, and in the morning when my mum turned up, I had my messages off you, off all my friends, off Safia, who I appreciate and love so goddamn much, even though I haven't seen her since I've been better because I've been busy, but girl, I'll find you.
So it's the morning of, it's 8:15. I've been awake since 5:15. I'm scared that I'll be like awake behind the eyes or something, do you know what I mean? That's my fear, but yeah. Mum's looking at me like she's really proud of me or something.
I'm really proud of you. You know, this is a really big thing and you're being really, really brave. Can I say some more? Thank you very much.
Yes.
We talked about your positive mantra last night, didn't we? And also we've just talked about practically everybody we can think of in Georgina's family has had surgery and has been put to sleep, and people here are fantastic.
Yeah. So here's where I'm getting, I'll have a wake up with a bag on where these X's are. I'll have 3 holes here. Alright. 3 holes here and a 7cm incision down here. Let's do this.
So this next bit you're going to see is, I'm stomared. I've had the surgery.
You've been punctured.
I've been punctured. They've chopped it out. I was meant to be in theatre for about 1 hour and 45 to 2 hours. And they were meant to remove 23 centimetres. And the surgeon said to me, the actual surgeon said to me, I won't know if you have a bag to get out. So that's, I'm in there, sorry.
But it was more than likely.
It was more than likely. But there was obviously a part of me that had hope. Major hope that I would wake up. No, you were sat there when he came in, Ben Horner, because I was bullying him about his age. Thanks, Johnny. You're 38, operating on my daughter? Don't think so. And we were there like, Dad.
The night before, you was literally like, if there's 1% of hope, I'm taking it.
I'm holding on to it. So I went to sleep literally like, please wake up with that bag. Like, oh my God. I didn't. I thought, will you please stroke my head during the operation? Stroke my head, because I'm so scared. And then I turned to Ben and I was like, Ben, this is the surgeon, not the junior doctor. I was like, I have some conditions. I was like, 1, please can I have the prettiest stoma you've ever given me. I want it like the size of a 50p piece.
Which is her intestines, if you don't know, pulled out. That's what it's
my
called.
bowel. My bowel.
Oh, my bowel. Yeah. Which is her bowel.
Take 2. Go on, which is her bowel pulled out in his stomach. And then rolled back like a foreskin, basically. Didn't know. It has to be small. I'd like my mucus fistula, which is like another little bit of your inside that has to be pulled out too. But oftentimes they pull it out on the different side and you have like a weird plug thing. I was like, I want that out with it. I was like, I have a belly button pierce, so I need you to cut very nicely around my belly button and down so I can still have my piercing. I was very strict. And then after I was like, okay, I know I've been a diva, but please don't cut me open unnecessarily, just because it was like, I won't. And then while that conversation happened, I was out. So the nurses, obviously, the anaesthetist obviously thought this girl's just chatting maca. Let's just put her to sleep now before she even starts counting 10. And I've been put to sleep like 5 times and she just wouldn't believe it. I was like, she's like, it's like amazing. It's amazing. It's like getting in a hot bath. Oh my God, it's like, oh my God. And she's just like, no, it's not. And then the next thing I know, I'm in the theatre for 3.5 hours and my mum's losing her head because she's like, it wasn't going to be this long. And they end up removing 57 centimetres. So it's really dangerous and bad, and I'm very lucky that I was in hospital at the time this all happened. I was in recovery for about 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah. It's all, when you do use it, do this.
So they just wheeled Georgina back after her operation. She's in quite a lot of pain. Yeah, there she is. She's got a little, yes, please do. Thank you very much, thank you, thank you. So I'm just going to give her a drink now. She's got a pain thing that she administered herself on a button, but she's feeling quite groggy really, so she's administering the pain. I'm ever so glad she's back. She was in recovery for quite a long time. I'm just going to give her a drink. I'm out of fit now, and I'm so proud of myself because I was really scared. Will you hold the camera, Mum? And I'm on morphine. I'm on a lot of morphine. Just press the button. And I've not looked down yet. I'm too scared to look down. There's a blanket at the state of my tummy. But I'll keep you updated as I do it. The morphine makes her go sleepy, so she does it every 10 minutes and then she goes to sleep. And I'm eating the ice lolly that she was given to help with her throat, but she stopped eating it, so I'm not going to waste it.
The next bit you see me looking down, but the 2 days after this, you won't see any footage because I was so knocked out. I was throwing up, wasn't I? Violently, splitting my stitches. Morphine's quite a strong drug, so yeah, people can react quite drastic to it. But the 2 days after this were really horrible because morphine is a very strong drug. If you ever had it, it feels pain when you first on it. No, the day after surgery, I had no morphine button. The guy I was seeing, Stanley, the guy I was seeing come to see me, Katie come to see me, my mum came to see me. Like, I was eating cheese and pickle sandwiches, ice creams, like watching telly. And the guy was got me up, got me walking. The day after surgery, he got me to walk all the way from my bed to the door at the exit of this ward. I was in agony, but I managed to do it, so like I was fine.
Don't know if I can do it, wait. Can't do it. Oh, it's 3 times the size it's going to end up being, sweetheart. It's red like a strawberry. That's okay. Honestly, it's okay. Oh, it's going to be fine. And look at your other little cuts. They're tiny, 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 not even going to notice.
Yeah. And then the day after that, the second and third day, they say are the worst, and oh my god they are. I was throwing up violently. I was splitting my stitches by throwing up because you're tensing your stomach so much, and my stomach had just been cut open in 5 places.
No, literally, it's like dead off.
Nah, there was just not a chance.
But your body had just been put through
yeah,
a lot.
So, 2 days after.
Now, Audrey,
yesterday was probably the worst day of my life ever. Because of my stitches in my stomach, I was throwing up, and I can't tense my stomach. Yeah, I was on morphine. I can't tense my stomach as it is because of the stitches, so every time I'm really sick, the whole stomach contracts, and I was just in agony, and I was just being sick. It wasn't nice. Today I'm a bit better. My family have come to visit me, and I've eaten. I forgot I couldn't have vlogged yesterday. I couldn't have, could I?
How many people have
You didn't Snapchat either.
I couldn't have.
Shows it's bad.
I was so lucky. It was as if someone was watching over me the whole time.
True. Alison, my friend Alison Murphy, has been following you on Snapchat, and when I messaged her the other night, yesterday, she said, "Well, I know it's bad because there's nothing on Snapchat. You were really poorly yesterday."
With all my clothes on.
So I'm alright today. I walked for the first time to the bathroom without 2 people.
I don't see.
They're telling me off because I'm slouchy. I need to start walking straight, but the bag's pulling.
You need to stand up straight. You do.
Yeah. No one thought of that poorly. Could have died. Didn't die. You're not done with me. The world isn't done with me. There's still Georgina Elliott left to do it the world.
God help us.
That hurts laughing.
Don't laugh.
So I just had my cough. So my scar's changed. Scar's changed. Dressing's changed.
Dressing's changed.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then my stoma, which you probably just saw there, which is disgusting. I walked to the bathroom on my own, no help. Emptied my bag, no help. Got back into bed, no help. Hopefully I'm better now to come home.
Yeah, I didn't go home. I did not go home. You think it can't get any worse, right? I didn't film anymore. That's all the footage from the hospital I got because
You was just done.
I was done. Done. Like, you've got to remember, I was picking the camera up at my happiest moments when I felt I could. And you're seeing 30 seconds out of a 24-hour day when I'm on my own 99.9% and I've got visitors for a couple of hours and I'm surrounded by people poorly and people prodding, and my mental state at this point,
You just hit.
I mean, you were worried. Yeah.
I didn't want you to get into the state I was.
Yeah. I was like, it wasn't cute. The reason I didn't film anymore is because I was meant to go home the day after that bit of footage and I didn't, because I got something called paralysis ileus, which is where your bowel just goes to sleep. It actually paralyses itself due to the trauma of being cut about and pulled out your stomach. Due to the trauma of the op, it paralyses itself, and it is the most painful experience. I was screaming out in pain, and because it wasn't coming out, it was coming up my stomach. It was this green bile and I couldn't, and I wasn't even prepared to be strong. Like, you know when you're being sick, it's like, right, come on, you can get through this. I'd given up. I was just laying on my side and the sick fall out my mouth. I had given up. I was like, this isn't, I'm never gonna be Georgina again. So the doctors come the next day and they were like, right, we're gonna have to put a catheter, which is the thing that goes up your urethra, in your stoma and get the poo out. I literally was like, you know what? I literally said to my gastroenterologist, I said, do what the fuck you, excuse me for swearing, but I said, do what the fuck you want with me because I'm done. I had 7 needles in and out of me in all sorts of places. They were about to put a catheter, they were about to put a cannula in my neck because they'd done it in my arms and feet too much. And I literally said, do what the hell you want. That night, I don't know what happened, but I rolled over and I felt like I was on a waterbed, and oh my god, did my stoma activate. I think I emptied it 7 times in the space of half an hour. And I've never celebrated poo more in my life. I wanted there to be a mudslide of poo. That is how happy I was because of the pain I was in and how much I've been in there a month now. I just wanted to go home. My biggest thing was definitely changing the bag for myself and having to touch this thing and having nurses come to the house constantly every week, which now I'm used to, getting my stitches out here. I can now change my bag. I mean, it takes me a while, doesn't it? And it's like changing a baby's nappy, innit? What does Stanley do when I'm changing him, Meg?
Feels like it just needs to poo.
So he just poos all over me and I'm like, Stanley, stop, I'm trying to clean you.
Just like wiping your ass and carrying on pooing.
Yeah, literally.
And it's just like, oh my god.
When I dressed up, I feel great. I feel like Georgina again because I don't have my belly out, I don't have my tummy out. But when I go to take my clothes off to have a shower, I find it really hard to look at myself and be like, yeah, There's Georgina because I was 64 kilograms when I went in, and I left and I was 54 and I was very skeletal. Stanley's not that bad. Like, I've kind of grown to love him a little bit. He's really noisy after food.
Like, he's so in sync.
He's so in sync. If I say something, he'll go rrr, and I'm like, in it, Stan.
He always agrees. He always
Literally.
He agrees when it's needed.
When it's needed, he's like, rrr.
He's like a little right hand.
He's like a little wingman, a little right hand man. I've got him for a period of time. This is not permanent. I have him for 12 weeks and then I'll be getting him reversed and getting my tummy back. And I think I've only got about 8 weeks left, 7-8 weeks left. He's a good pal of mine. You should meet him. The purpose of this whole video is to share my story because I have from the start. But another major purpose for me is you need to appreciate your life so much. You need to stop getting bogged down on going to clubs every weekend and falling out with girls and liking guys and getting drunk and going to all just doing stupid shit, because life is so precious, so precious. Seeing my parents and my brother's reaction to me and my best friend's reaction to me being so poorly and sitting up night after night being as scared as I was, because I was petrified every night and I was on my own every night. You know, the night before surgery I said to myself, I was like, if I hadn't have been in hospital by now and I'd have died in the next, you know, period of time, all the things I hadn't said, all the things I wanted to do, all the relationships I wanted to build and apologies I wanted to say, it really made me think life is so important. So just be really kind to people. And you can't, yeah. And I just love everyone who's given me nice messages and things. Just keep being kind and look after each other in this world, because I swear to God, humans, we're all each other have got.
I'm watching from an outside perspective, like, you don't realise how much it, like, how horrible it is to watch. I'm glad in a way. Obviously you have your down moments, but you are strong with it, like, and you have picked yourself up.
You're proud of me?
Yeah.
And if you are going through anything, big or small, I beg you, if you want to chat to me, then chat to me and I'll take the time to chat to you. If you have Crohn's, yeah, any of us, if you have Crohn's, colitis, IBD, IBS, or even fucking heartburn or indigestion, or you feel like life is getting really shit, please just message us, because...
Or anything wrong with your sinus.
Yeah, because this girl sounds like she's got those 24s, B.
I've got that million and one things.
She wants to meet Stanley. Hey. Okay, so this is 2.5 weeks after surgery. I've got all my dressings off apart from this one here because it's got a bit sore.
Yeah.
Keyhole, there's one tiny stitch left in that. That one's totally healing. That one's a little bit sore. This is my one where they pulled the colon out. This is Stanley. This is my bag. This is what I go to the toilet out of. My biggest fear was having people seeing it. I don't wear my stomach out ever because I'm not in year 9. I don't wear crop tops and belly tops and Topshop. The only time I have my tummy out is when I'm in a bikini, and by then, and it's holiday, I won't have a bag. So this is him. This is my stomach. This is me, and yeah, for all the hundreds of people that have, thousands of people that have Crohn's disease or have stoma bags and don't put it anywhere. I have so many friends I've made on social media that I've met for drinks since being out. So many friends I've made in the hospital, and I would not know if they hadn't have told me that they had a bag. And if it means I have to put myself out on the World Wide Web being like, this is me and I'm so beautiful, to make anyone else feel like they can look at themselves. I'm still struggle, but they can look at themselves and still think I'm the person I am. Because beauty's inside you, yeah. Always, no matter what, beauty's inside me. All they've done is move my arsehole to my tummy for 12 weeks. So this is me. I'm really nervous about this. This is me, and
this is Stanley.
This is Stanley. He's his own person, and this is still Georgina. So yeah, there'll be more videos to come. I'm going to New York with Stan as he's coming on tour. Why? Thanks for watching, and thank you for all the support of everybody, and I love you all. Thanks.